Hello, welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live, where we solve the world's best crosswords together every day, live on stream. We are rolling on TikTok, on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. See, Larry Locke has already given the stream some love on TikTok. Love to see it. And AJ Bradley, happy Sunday, everyone. Hope you all are having a great day. Same to you, AJ. I'm having a great day because I get to solve a crossword with all my friends. If you are new here, the way this works, my name is Jack. I will guide us through the puzzle, but these are always the most fun, the more collaborative they are. So if you see a clue and think you know the answer, pop it into chat, and I will try to collect everybody's input and really make this a group-solving effort. Got Piers Catch the Pigeon. Hello, welcome from Great Britain. I'm glad to have you tuning in. We get a lot of Brits in our chat. Welcome, Piers. All right, should we dive into this puzzle? One across, actually, before we do one across, we always like to look at the title. Today's puzzle does have a title, and it is called A Froggy Day. So hopefully somebody in chat knows about frogs, because this is usually a hint at what theme we should expect, so somehow we're going to be getting a froggy day today. I don't know what that means, but maybe we will eventually. Diana on YouTube and Dennis on YouTube, hi to you both. Very nice to have you with us. Okay, we got a couple of guesses. Jessica, happy Sunday to you. Miniest Mini giving me a wave. All right, everyone's here. I think Dad Not Dude is the only person who has given a guess for one across. Israel's first UN delegate, Mir. Twink says hello. Fiona likes the live. Mir, yeah. I don't, I'll be honest, I don't know one across. Israel's first UN delegate, 4 letters. AJ's like, I trust Dad. Yeah, me too. I trust Dad. And Miguel says howdy and no idea. All right, let's do downs. When in doubt, we check the crosses. Run in. The Miniest Mini says, I know of a bullfrog, and that's about it. Well, we're going to need more than that today. I don't know if today is going to be all frog trivia or what. Pierce says, as in Goldamir? Yeah, I don't know. Fortunately, I don't know. We're starting off with kind of a trivia thing. I'm a little, at least comforted to know that chat isn't all over one across. It's not just me who doesn't know what's going on. Run in. Daniel Crabtree on YouTube is given a different guess, Abba Eben. I've seen the name Eben before. All right, well, let's see which one works better with the crosses, Mir or Eben. Daniel seems confident. Okay, then we'll put Daniel's guess in first and see if we can make any of the downs work. Legendary Golden Place at 1 down, starting with an E. Can we make sense of this? We could also chip away at it more slowly if we want to look at 14 across. These opening corners are always tough. Bugs Bunny's girlfriend. I know this one. Okay. Starting off with 2 proper nouns, but at least this one is kind of a gimme, at least for me. Ah, nice. AJ and Dad Not Dude and Lacona and Grumpy VV. Hope you're not grumpy today. All right, El Dorado for Legendary Golden Place. That's great. Great entry, too. Yeah, El Dorado is the mythical city of gold in South America. That fits beautifully. Love it. And Grumpy Vivi also knows, Lola. Lola Bunny is Bugs Bunny's girlfriend. I mostly know Lola from the Space Jam movie rather than the cartoons. Was Lola in the cartoons also? Okay. So, by the way, El Dorado, a big point in favor of Daniel's suggestion of Eben over our original input. So, I'm feeling better about this. If 2 down checks out with a B, then I'll feel great. A butt. Oh, Fiona was quick on that one. Twink says that Lola was in some cartoons. Max says, what website? This is Arkadium.com. The link should be in the bio. Arkadium puts out a bunch of different crosswords every day and tons of other games as well, and they're all fantastic. And we choose one of those crosswords to solve live on stream with you all every day at noon Eastern. Fiona likes border on for a butt, which looks perfect. And Jessica saying Eben is correct. Okay, so I think we're all happy with one across. Well done to you, Daniel. Should we do, let's look at this. Only so many things this could be, 20 across. poetic form. Poetic form. What do we think here? Yeah, I guess I know this because this word shows up in crosswords a lot. Yeah, Amy Gal and James NC. Yeah, we got a lot of people on TikTok writing ode. Odes are crosswords' favorite poem because they're short, comprised of common letters, so you get used to seeing odes. Juzzy B and Darian Bloodhaven, a lot of new names in chat. Very heartened to see this. Miniest Mini got ode. Nice work, everybody. 24 across, widespread distinction. Sort of intentionally skipping 17 because 17 is usually where they stash the first theme answer. I like to build up a couple of letters before we look at a theme answer, but we'll get there soon enough. Oh, Charlie Rowlands writes renown for widespread distinction. Very nice. Yeah, Amy Gal's like, renown is good. My reaction to it, I wasn't sure. RE, so many words start with RE, but widespread distinction is renown. That looks great. Tess is like, I like it. If Tess likes it, then I like it. Make hostile at 3 down. We got a bunch of letters in place. Something's kind of screaming out at me here. Yeah, I think I know what this one is. We might as well look at 4 as well. Run in. We looked at this earlier when we had a totally different name in place. Still don't really know what this is. But Darian and Juzzy B and Lucinda all say alienate. Yeah, make hostile is to alienate. That's what I was thinking too. If you alienate someone, you, I guess, make them hostile to your cause. And we didn't even see the clue on 35 across. Low digit, 1, yeah. Interesting, this very clue is often used as a tricky clue for toe. Like low digit with a question mark will be a clue for toe because you call your fingers and toes your digits, and it's low because it's literally low on your body. So normally this clue makes you want to think 1 or 2 is a low digit, but it's actually toe, and this time it's actually 1. Dennis on YouTube, new alienate, nice job. And Rox says, thanks for following us. If anyone else is watching and doesn't already follow us, we do this every day. Following is a great way to keep track of our next stream so that you're reminded. Do consider following us. It also helps us. Overindulge with on. Taylor, Francis, and Lacona and Sybil on TikTok are all saying dote. Yeah, dote on. This is looking good. All right. Once we got 1 across sorted out, things have flowed pretty comfortably. Nunya Business followed. Thanks for following. Ecuadorian encouragement. Okay. 3 letters. We only got 1 left. Amy Gal was quick on the trigger with that one. Yeah, ole. Ole. Encouragement. Ecuadorian encouragement. Okay. Let's look at 28, and then we'll look at our 17 across, our first theme answer. I've kind of been avoiding it. Large X Lake. X Lake is kind of an interesting concept. We already pretty much have this in place. The name, yeah, Charlie Rowlands completes it. The Aral Sea. If you don't know what the Aral Sea is, it used to be this enormous body of water, I think on the border of Kazakhstan and one other country. And it has shrunk dramatically in the last few decades. So now it's basically nothing. It's basically desert there. You can even see the maps over time. It's amazing. Linda, thank you for following us. Yeah, so it's definitely the Aral Sea. And all right, let's look at 17 across. Okay, so we have frogs. Just to remind us, A Froggy Day is the title of today's puzzle. And 17 across is froggy sounding hoops skill. Hi, Jilly. Thanks for the heart. Froggy sounding hoops skill. This, I think I get what's going on here. I think Lucky gets what's going on here. Yeah, and Jilly, we're writing 360 Edits writes Mariana Trench. Where's that supposed to be? Are we talking Aral Sea? Yeah, Mike Vikstrom and a bunch of others are writing dribbling. Okay, so dribbling is definitely a hoops skill, basketball, hoops being slang for basketball. And I think the idea is this sounds kind of like ribbit, froggy sound. It's like dribbling, ribbit, Ribbit. Is that the joke? That's pretty ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. None of your business is like dribbiting. Yeah. Oh, maybe it is actually dribbiting, like ribbit, or is it just dribbling? I'm not sure. Some Daytona racers. Shania likes bows, but I don't understand how that. I like Fiona's guess of BMWs. Yeah, it's got to be cars. Yeah, Lucky and AJ are saying it could be dribble it. Yeah, dribble it might even sound more like ribbit. Dribble it. Dribble it. Oh my god. Five across. Yeah, Lucky's like, it sounds more like ribbit, and I'm getting a frog emoji. Something tells me I'm going to be getting a lot of frog emojis in chat today. Five down is Cheers' lead role. Someone in chat definitely knows this. I'm assuming they're referring to Ted Danson's character on the sitcom Cheers. What do we think? David Orch, or Ork, and Larry Locke and Charlie Rollins all saying Malone. Yeah, Sam Malone, right? Was Ted Danson's character on Cheers. I never really watched Cheers, so I'm just kind of stretching on my general pop culture knowledge. Yeah, Jessica as in Sam Malone. Okay. Omega Theo knew Malone. Nice work. None of your business says I loved that show. Did you watch it had a bunch of spin-offs too, right? Did you watch them? Apple user and Snicks and Coco. I have a really good guess for Phoenix Neighbor. Yeah, I wasn't sure. But Mesa is a city in Arizona. And it fits perfectly. Marky Mark says Mesa 5 across. I agree with Marky Mark. All right, cool. Pretty smooth. Pretty smooth so far. Yeah, Frasier. None of your business says yes, and Frasier was a spinoff. That's right. And I did watch some Frasier. Charlie says Frasier was definitely the best spinoff of Cheers. Definitely the most famous, at least. Three Sinister. So what do we got? Yeah, John Doe is like evil, was spelled with an E, so something's wrong. Yeah. Lucky is realizing it's probably not dribble it. Even though dribble it does sound more like ribbit, it doesn't work with evil. Sinister has to be evil. I mean, it's 4 letters starting with an A, and it's just the straight synonym of evil. So I think I agree with Apple user that 17 across is actually dribbling, and we're just joking about the fact that this sounds kind of like a ribbit. Oh, Minius Mini says, clever. I was thinking of a bird similar to a phoenix. I see, like a cousin of a phoenix bird. Yeah, I guess it could have been that as well. Mesa's working out nicely, though. River near Rugby. A lot of proper nouns in today's grid. Eben, Mesa, this river, the Aral Sea, Lola Bunny. Luckily, chat seems to know everything always. Joe, Tina, and Be Like Mike. Like Mike is very appropriate for our hoops skill here. Yeah, Avon. That definitely seems right. Joe, thanks for following us. Thank you so much. All right, pretty good. Pretty good. Adjective in acoustics at 7 down. Okay, I think I see this. Probably would have been a tough clue with no letters in place. But with our top 3 letters, I think I can make sense of this one. And 8 down is emotion of the 30 across. Do we have 30 across yet? We don't. Prone to crosswords. That's pretty funny. Probably not prone to crosswords in the way that we're talking about them, but crosswords, cross being like mad. Yeah, okay. AJ and Dad, not dude. Lucinda says angst. Okay, so we actually have 2 good guesses. Emotion could be angst or it could be anger. We actually don't know. It's a good point. So, and did we get any guesses? I think someone did guess this. Let me scroll back in TikTok chat. Yeah, Then Your Business and AJ and Jilly all got Sonic, which was what I was thinking too for 7 down. Sonic. Adjective in acoustics. What's this one? French comedic playwright. Uh-oh. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Charlie Rowland says, I think 21 across will be Moliere? Moliere? Oh boy. Brent Wolf says, this guy is so cute. Surely you can't be talking about me. So everyone seems to know Moliere except for me. What did Moliere write? And None Your Business is noting, so then it's anger, excuse me. And the Miniest Mini liked anger on YouTube as well. Yeah. And I like anger more than angst because when I think of cross words, cross means angry. It doesn't mean angsty, right? So Amy Gal's like, I don't know either, Jack. That always makes me feel good when Amy Gal doesn't know something because Amy Gal knows a lot of things. So, but everyone is teaching me about Moliere. He did the Misanthrope. I have heard of the Misanthrope. Okay. And some others. Pagey says 17th century French Commedia dell'arte. God, my French pronunciations are terrible. Oh, we got another frog. Okay, 26 across. Dennis knew Moliere as well on YouTube. Nice work. 26 across, we're looking at froggy sounding card game. And we have a CR in place. Yeah, Charlie Rowlands answers excitedly, as does Peppy Teak. Cribbage. Oh my god. Cribbage. I think I'm going to have to do it like that for every single themer. Ribbit. This is a very silly theme. "22 down is now up." Dad Not Dude, thanks for liking the live. Okay. People had other guesses for 26 across of like croakage or something, but Lucinda's like, get your joy, Jack. I get my joy from doing my best frog impression on this Froggy Day crossword. Now up, yeah, risen looks good. I have risen, I am up. I like it. Dad Not Dude is like, risen, nice, yeah, I agree. Prone to crosswords. It's a cute clue. We are all prone to crosswords here, but hopefully not as much crosswords. Brent, thanks for following us. Thank you so much. Yeah, Miniest Mini has already given me my frog emojis. Sassy and salty are the two guesses in chat right now. Sassy and salty. Both seem very plausible. Snide, surly. Oh, wow. We actually have a lot. There are so many 5-letter words that could fit here. That's crazy. Ren, thanks for following us. And 360 Edit says liable or likely for 30 across. But 30 across is 5 letters and starts with an S. So, Tess is pointing out that maybe rib is the root. Maybe we're actually really just getting words that have the letter string RIBB in them. I guess we'll find out. Okay, let's look at 9 down because we're kind of struggling here. Large beetles. Maybe 9 down was not the right pick. Yeah, Peppy is saying, or maybe 27 down. Where's 27 down? Oh, right here, yeah. Swimsuit section. Okay, yeah. This was a good suggestion, Peppy, because short words where we already have a letter in place are a lot easier to get typically. Martin Mayotte says June bugs. Ooh, it's an interesting entry. I hope you're right. June bugs. Very nice. I don't think I know of June bugs. That's seriously narrows 30 across, though. Dark X says June bugs are not large to me. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I don't even know how to weigh in. I can't picture a June bug. They're a southern U.S. thing. Okay. Well, I'm in the Northeast, so maybe that explains it. AJ's like, they're not that big. Jessica says they're very annoying. Happiness Hope says it's Surge, prone to crosswords. I just don't get Surge for this. Someone in chat earlier, credit yourself if it was you, said Surly. I think that's the only one. Yeah, Minius Mini is now saying Surly. I think that's the only one of our many guesses that had a U in the second position. Martin says they're big beetles that hit you in the face. That sounds terrible. Ria's like, they are big. Twink says, aren't June bugs cicadas? Oh, well, we definitely have cicadas up here. Gypsy says they're not large. I did not expect this to be the controversial answer of the day. Maybe the clue just should have been beetles. I think they're called cicadas. Brent says they're big to me because I hate bugs, lol. Yeah, honestly, me too. Absolutely hate bugs, and even if they're small, that's not really an excuse. Tripped Out says, yo, it's my birthday day today. Hey, happy birthday. So glad you're joining us on your birthday. Oh, I see. I think TikTok is censoring the guesses for 27 Down, but Team Matzo found a way around the censorship and is telling me it's a bra. It's part of a bikini. Looks right. Ria says they're 1 inch by 1 inch. That's big. Yeah, I would say that's a big beetle. Yeah. Yeah, happy birthday, Tripped Out. Everyone's wishing you a happy birthday. Okay. We are getting a little sidetracked. Let's check this J, because J's are sort of unusual letters. Although 360 Edits had a quick guess for 10 Down. Ego. Not sure I understand. And then this is whoops, never mind. Okay, never mind. Fair enough. Dark X says, when I hear big beetle, I think of like the big horned ones. Fair enough. There are always bigger beetles, I guess. Kentucky Derby beverage. Ah, it's a julep. Nice. Mint juleps are huge at the Derby. Yeah, I think I know that. Jessica giving me my emojis, and user58 followed us. Thank you so much. Yeah, julep. Sounds nice. And application. Ren wanted app for 10 Down. Yeah, 3-letter word for an application. I mean, app is short for application, and usually the clues aren't going to do that, where they basically just tell you the answer in the clue. I think it's a different one. Julia, thanks for following us. And Tripped Out, thanks for following us on your birthday, no less. You're giving us a gift. Darren says use. Yeah, I think an application is a use. AJ's like, it has a use, it has an application. Exactly. They all work out. Brent Wolf says there are always bigger beetles. Jack, 621. 360 Edits got use for 10 Down. Nice work. Very nice. Okay, Yanks Land. I'm not sure if this is... I see, okay. When I see Yanks, I'm not sure if it's short for Yankees, the baseball team, or Yankees, like in the Civil War. But Charlie Rollins and Dark X both say US of A. And AJ Bradley says that's so smart. And Tina says, good guess. Yeah, US of A. Not a very common way to say the United States, but it is a valid way. And Yanks is shortened in the clue, which makes, it is a hint that it's going to be shortened in the answer. So Amy Gal says, why is it US of A and not USA? I think just because US of A makes it fit in 5 letters. I think that's the dirty answer. Jessica giving me my American flag emojis. Brand of foam balls. Yeah, Dad Not Dude and Tina and Martin all saying Nerfs. I owned a lot of Nerf products when I was a kid. Are they still going strong? Are kids still playing with Nerf products? I hope so. They were so fun. Okay, these downs should be pretty quick because we have so many letters in place. Kristen is saying effigy for 12 down. Yeah, looks right. Likeness at a protest. Okay. Yeah, an effigy is a likeness of someone. If you make like a statue of them, I think you can call it an effigy. I don't know why it's specifically at a protest, but fair enough. Tina confirms grandkids love Nerf. Okay, that makes me happy. Let's see. Now out. Didn't we just get this clue? Oh, now up. We had now up and now out. Brent is flirting with me and I don't know what to do about it. It's making me blush. Passe. Yeah, now out of fashion. Nice. Not an easy clue, but with all those letters in place, easier to see. Nice work. And Michael Fisher spotted L'Oreal without even a clue. Maybelline owner, yeah, L'Oreal. Maybe it's Maybelline. What's 23? Oh, E is for evidence. Okay. All right. Nicely done, everybody. The Minis Mini says passe, like the ballet move. No, I think this is just passe. Just means out of style, out of fashion, kind of from an older time. That's what passe means. I think it has an accent on the E. Type of convenience store. Yeah, Aries Gaming likes bodega. A lot of bodegas in my area. New York City area loves its bodega. Minius Mini got bodega. Nice work. Efon, thanks for the heart. Is 36 another? It is. Okay, froggy sounding decorations. Can we get this with just the NS at the tail end? What do we think? Froggy sounding. So far we have dribbling and cribbage. What's this gonna be? Yeah, Lacona, Sydney. Nice. Everyone's coming in with it. Dark X, Fiona. All right. Yeah, I agree. Ribbons. That one sounds the most froggy of all of them so far. Ribbons. Oh, man. This is ridiculous. Dictionary notation. Dictionary notation. Dad Not Dude says, nice frog. Thank you. Thank you. I pride myself on my frog impressions. Dark X says, I'm still not convinced by cribbage, lol. Really? Cribbage is the name of a card game. I've never played it, but cribbage is definitely a card game. Diane Monroe on YouTube also got ribbons. Nice work to you. And sorry, I think people are answering 33 down. Yeah, kimono sash is an obi. That's the sash I think they wear around the midsection to keep your kimono closed. Jessica says, I play cribbage. Do you now? Oh, Dark C said, I'm still most convinced by cribbage. I see. Gotcha. By its frogness. Okay. So I was saying that ribbon sounds the most frog-like, but you think cribbage sounds even more froggy. Gotcha. Tip politely. Larry Locke says, started playing cribbage when I was 11. Really? Jessica says you need a cribbage board. Oh, I didn't realize you get a board for it. I don't know the rules of cribbage at all. Miniest Mini on YouTube saying doff for tip politely. So I think this is thinking like a tip of the hat. You doff your hat. Is that the idea? Tess is like dad says doff. Yeah, it's kind of an old-timey word. And DJ Mrock is asking, what is 32 down? Where's 32 down? Oh, no, you mean 29 down with ABB. Dark X says you don't need a board, but it's how you keep score, basically. So is it like a strategy game? I mean, I know it's just with a pack of playing cards. Is it a gambling game? Are there tricks like in bridge and hearts? I really know nothing about cribbage. Yeah, Gypsy and Weber say ABBR. It's an abbreviation. It's an abbreviation of the word abbreviation, funnily enough. And you might see this letter string in a dictionary. Cool. Dark X says it's a card game, so there's some luck involved. A board and pegs 121 points. Twink is like, oh, I love gambling. Lucinda says some math. You might like it. Lucinda remembering that I'm a math geek. Okay. Filmdom's Zhivago. So this is certainly referring to Dr. Zhivago. What's Dr. Zhivago's first name? Ria, Shania, Fiona, and Jennifer all saying Sharif. Oh, this isn't. Oh. Is this the actor who played Zhivago? Is that the idea? Is it Omar Sharif? Yeah, Jilly confirming. Okay, so this is the actor, not the first name of Dr. Zhivago. Tough. And more proper nouns. Okay, 37 down. Poets da-da. I like this clue. Dennis on YouTube knew Sharif. Nice work, Dennis. I like this clue because the capitals really teach you how to read it. Poets da-da. Yeah, a bunch of people writing iambic. That's not quite gonna fit. So I suspect it's iams, right? That this is a valid way to say it. Fiona, I think, was the first one. Oh, Shania is saying, yeah, it's Yuri Zhivago. Yuri. So that was never gonna work. So it's Omar Sharif played Zhivago. Dad Not Dude noting the plural could be iambi, like this with an I. So maybe we'll just leave this cell blank for now. But I feel good about this B. I also feel good about this B because it is in a long across answer, which might be froggy. Yeah, froggy sounding writing. We know we're getting a double B somewhere. Is it too early to try to guess this? Froggy sounding writing. Anyone want to take a stab? I like trying to guess these long across answers without any. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Ria and Daxamax. A lot of people getting it. Aloe, nice work. Scribble. Oh my god. It's hilariously goofy. Lucinda giving me all the pencil and paper, all the stationery that the emoji board offers. Rugby play at 43 across, 5 letters ending in an M. And Anarchy Angels giving me that scribble is a better frog sound than ribbit. That's how I'm interpreting your message. Dad Not Dude says rhubarb for 36 down. Good point. This is a very strange collection of letters. Should we check it? Baseball brawls. That's not rhubarb, is it? The miniest mini says scrum for a rugby play. Yeah, that definitely seems right. I don't know exactly what a scrum is, but I picture all the rugby players getting together kind of in a huddle and they're moving up. Fiona says cribbage still best. So you guys like cribbage more than ribbons, huh? I feel like ribbons is the most distinctly frog-like, but cribbage. Maybe I'm wrong, actually. Dad Not Dude says rhubarbs. So rhubarbs is a word for baseball brawls. Brent is like, chat, what should I have for lunch? As long as it has rhubarb in it, I think you're safe. Dad Not Dude says rhubarb is an old-time term. Interesting. Wow. But it's also like a vegetable. I'm not going crazy, right? It's a hard puzzle. User 255 is like, Brent, have a sandwich. Rhubarb pie with a little ice cream on top. Now we're talking. Shania voting that Brent should eat a pizza. Ooh, Frog's Legs says F on. That's a good suggestion. Some stir fry never goes wrong. Wow, people are really helping you out. Tess is like, maybe even a calzone. No, don't bring up calzones, Tess. Faint of heart. Daxamas guessing cringy and Dees guessing cringe. Barbara McDowell on Facebook, our first Facebook commenter of the day, also likes cringe, so let's keep it. Barbara Snickerdoodle suggesting sushi for Brent's lunch. You're getting so many good suggestions, my friend. But Brent likes Shania's suggestion. What was Shania saying? Pizza. All right, pizza it is. Miniest Mini on YouTube is suggesting that you get noodles. Significant period at 52 across. Yeah, Charlie Rowland's like, era? Era definitely seems right, which doesn't work with cringe. I'm gonna be honest, I was not crazy about cringe for... Cringe just doesn't mean faint of heart to me. A lot of people liked it, but I think we're gonna have to find something else for this. What's 43 down? Absurd. That should really be the title for this puzzle. This is one of the more absurd puzzles I've solved in a while. Ooh, the Wealth Workshop. And Lucky saying Craven. Yeah, that fits a lot better. Craven is faint of heart. Craven is like cowardly. I like that. And what do we have here? Absurd. Yeah, Charlie and Fiona both like screwy. Interesting. Screwy. Definitely fits. Oh, Dennis wanted cranky for faint of heart. Yeah, I guess that could work as well. Dark's X pointing out that Craven is also the director of Scream. Yeah, they missed an opportunity to reference Wes Craven, one of the greatest horror directors of all time. Barbara Snickerdoodle says, why am I invested in this and not leaving until it's completed? It's because we're having fun. It's because crosswords rule. Do you follow us, Barbara? Because we do this every day. So consider following us, and you can come back. Stay invested every day. Yeah, Aloe is saying never. Rather definitive turn down. Yeah, never. I will never do that. Oh, and thanks for following us. And Barbara, thanks for following us. Conveys. Conveys. Oh, and what do we have here? Oh, uncool one. Yeah, someone was saying dweeb. Yeah, Vermin was like, I hope 60 across is dweeb. I think you got your wish. Uncool one is definitely a dweeb. It's got to be it. And that works nicely with the suggestions I'm getting. Marnie says sends for conveys. Yeah, convey a message, send a message. It all works. Kind of interesting words in this section in general. Screwy, craven, and dweeb. Nice lineup. Shania wants a follow-up on Brett's lunch. Are you getting pizza or noodles? Which one's it going to be? Harmonizes, crossing, common market for short. Yeah, harmonizes, Jilly likes, syncs. I think that's got to be right. You sync up your voices, you're harmonizing. And 57 down, common market for short. What is this? It's like, this is European Economic Community or something like that. I think this is something about how the EU has open trade with each other. We have some Europeans in chat. Do you know this? I'll move on for now. Yeah, Efon saying European Economic Community. Yeah, is that what I said? I can't remember. Yeah, exactly. EEC, European Economic Community. Angie's here. Finally made it. Well, welcome, Angie. We still have a decent section of the puzzle left for you to enjoy. Working together, 53 across. Maybe we don't have enough letters for this. Oh, remember, we still don't know if this is an S or an I. Someone was suggesting I. I like someone whose username is just a bunch of random letters. I can't read that. Says, as a team. All right, Brent has the big reveal about what he's having for lunch. I think I'm going to get pancakes and bacon. I'm hungover, Brent says. That's a great hangover meal. I don't think anyone suggested it, though. I think you, in your heart of hearts, always knew what you wanted. So it was IAMS after all. As a team. All right, we're really getting there. Fiona says, have a cold Coke. I love how invested chat is in Brent's lunch. We have the most supportive viewers. Yeah, Taylor's like, you should have started with hangover lunch. It's true. We didn't have all the information. We didn't know you were trying to cure a hangover. Oxford ties. Larry and Efon both say laces. Oh, Oxford shoes. I was really struggling to understand this. So Oxford are a type of shoes, and the ties are laces. Tough stuff. Amazon habitat. Amazon habitat. Shania says greasy burger from McDonald's with a Diet Coke is apparently really good. What do you mean apparently? Have you never had it yourself? The Miniest Mini on YouTube says Brent united both chats, because YouTube is also invested in Brent's lunch. Okay, what do we have here? Amazon habitat. Dad Not Dude and Poke and Larry all saying e-tail. Oh my god, it's Amazon. Oh my god, this is the hardest clue in the puzzle, I think, so far. This is Amazon the company, not the place. And habitat is such a mean word, because Amazon habitat, I'm thinking like jungle, you know? But no, it's I mean, e-tail is also just not a word you normally use. E-tail is like online retail. So Amazon, the company, is in the e-tail business. Wow, hard clue. Minius Mini says, also made me hungry. Enjoy the rest of the puzzle. All right, I'll see you. Enjoy your lunch, Minius Mini. We'll see you soon. All right, let's see. What do we got? Cubic Rubik. That's a great clue. Lucinda's like tricky creators, exactly. Amy Gal's like, was not thinking of the company at all, and Tina's like, oh my, so sneaky. I know. Mimi says, you're teaching me new things. That's what I love to hear. Crosswords always teach me new things. That's the best part about them. Okay, yeah, Erno Rubik is the guy behind the Rubik's Cube. And I think it's hilarious that they rhymed cubic with Rubik. I never noticed that. DJ Mrock is like, I'm invested now. I have to see this till the end. Yes, so I like to hear. Do you follow us, DJ Mrock? Because if you don't, you should. We do this every single day. Tart tasting fruit. Yeah, it looks like sloe. Sloe is a berry that they make gin with. Berliner's 35 across. 35 across was 1. So how do you say 1 in German? Brent says, I went to art school, so I'm dumb, have no answers, hungover, and here for the vibes. Well, I highly doubt that you're dumb, and hopefully our vibes can lift you out of your hangover. Yeah, ein is how you say 1 in German. Although Lacona is saying it's eins. Eins when counting? Oh my, that's tough. Aaron, thanks for following us. Is this an S or an E? All right. I believe that 58 across is going to be another frog. Froggy sounding water. Oh, interesting. Dark X is teaching me German. So ein with an E goes before nouns to mean like 1 piece of pizza would be ein like that. But eins is when you're counting, like 1, 2, 3. Interesting. I didn't know that. Apparently Angie knew that on YouTube. Ah, Brent. Oh, Brent says I'm not smart, but then comes in with the right answer. Caribbean. Yeah, froggy sounding water. That's got to be it. Oh, I'm spelling it wrong, though. Caribbean. Caribbean. Oh, my God. Okay. Bumper's declaration. Bumper's declaration. And what is this? Possible Persian perch. Oof. Oof. Barbara giving me a frog emoji on Facebook as well. I think I've gotten frogs on all of our platforms. Angie's like, I had a year of German in high school. Ah, that's how you got it. Nice work. Yeah, bumper's declaration, I guess, is I raise. Also a tough clue, man. Like in poker, I guess it's called bumping when you bump up the pot. I raise. Oof. And Persian perch, we got Twink and Amy Gal and Barbara all guessing limb. Man, I'm assuming that Persian here refers to a Persian cat, and is the idea that a cat will hang out on your leg or on your arm. Yeah, Anarchy Angel's like, these are tough clues today. I totally agree. Jessica's like, tough ones. Leslie agrees, it's a tough one today, yeah. Oh, cat in a tree, Lucinda says. Ah, I actually like that explanation better than mine with arm and leg. Yeah, tree limb, okay. Still a tough clue, but Fox facility. Oof. This is going to be another one like the Amazon where it's not the fox you're thinking of. Whichever fox you're thinking of, it's not going to be that one. Angie speaking German now to me on YouTube. Shania's like, Brent may be my new bestie here. I love when chat forges friendships. Ifan says film set. I mean, it fits, but does it make sense? Brent says, are Sundays normally harder? Does Monday go easy, then progressively get harder? So for a lot of crosswords, that is how it works. That's not how it typically works for us here. We tend to pick only hard puzzles to solve. Because sometimes easy ones, when we're all together, easy ones go down a little too easy, and hard ones put up just the right of resistance. So for Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live, it's pretty much always hard. Shania's like, I even followed Brent. Why? Because Brent, you're the new star of the Daily Crossword Live. The Real Cade also says film set. Ah, it's like 20th Century Fox. That's the joke. 20th Century Fox. Fox facility, the film set. See, like they're all brutally hard clues. Angie says Fox News is what it's referencing. Yeah, maybe it's Fox News or just... But they don't really make films in the same way. Yeah, Daniel on YouTube says Fox News or Fox Pictures film set. Yeah. All right, Carly and Twister and Gypsy all like DMV. Yeah, certain ID issuer. DMV seems perfect. Fiona says, what's for dessert, Brent? We're all so invested. Although Brent's lunch of pancakes is already half a dessert, isn't it? 51 across, Molina in Frida. Okay. Frida obviously is referring to Frida Kahlo, famous artist. The quotes make me think that it's the movie Frida, where Salma Hayek played Frida Kahlo. Ah, everyone's saying Rivera. Amy Gal and Jessica say Rivera. I see. So Molina, the actor, probably played Diego Rivera in the movie Frida. That is my interpretation of this. Oof. All right. Carrying forth. Fall quickly. D Bam Bam says, what puzzle? So this is from Arkadium.com. The line of puzzles that we're solving from is called Stan Newman's Daily Hard Crossword. But this one is from a couple of weeks ago because we never solved it on stream. So I went back and loaded it up. We got two good guesses in chat. Drop for fall quickly and dive for fall quickly. I think they're both very plausible. Although someone named Jack guesses dive, and I'm always partial to people named Jack. So why don't we check across, though? Have mercy in Latin masses. Have mercy. Yeah, Daniel and Angie on YouTube are putting in their votes for drop. Brent says, Shania, look, you're simply full of great suggestions and we're on the same wavelength. Oh, Tess is responding to a question I missed. Maybe it was one of the LA Times puzzles. I missed the question. If you want to ask again. Dark X. Mimi says, I'm Jack. I say drop. Gotta be dive. Man, people are really okay, so Dark X says miseere. Miseere. How do you spell this? That's have mercy in Latin masses. Man, this puzzle is making me feel ignorant. Tess says it was about the DMV clue we had in a previous puzzle. Oh, okay. I was saying that we had the DMV clue in another crossword a few days ago. I see. Certain ideas, sure, fair enough. I guess there are only so many ways you can write a clue for DMV. But if miseere is right, then dive is going to be the fall quickly. And slowly but surely, we are moving through this. I only know it, Dark says, I only know it because of a band I listen to, Miseere Luminous, lol. Huh. Yeah, this one is honestly new to me. I don't go to many Latin masses. Angie's like, OMG, I was absent on Latin day. Yeah, Angie only speaks German, not Latin. Barbara says, me too. Okay. Getting too much. Poke says overeats. Shania likes overeats. Efon likes overpaid. We all like over, though. Getting too much. It's got to be over something. Software revision for short. Software revision for short. We are almost there. We're getting there. Tina likes overpaid. I kind of like overpaid, too. Getting too much. Yeah, you're overpaid. Getting too much income. Poke and Tessa and Afeni and Lucky all saying mod. Yeah, software revision, like a modification. I think this is short for a modification. Like view mod. It's common in video games. Mods. Yeah, Charlie Rollins points out that overpaid has a better tense agreement than overeats. School overlooking the Hudson. What do we think? Man, TikTok chat is flying. I'm having trouble keeping up. I'm really having trouble keeping up. Yeah, RPI is the school overlooking the Hudson. I know that one. So overpaid is looking better and better. Captive, okay, we already have detain. So, yeah, Shania is saying detainee or detained. I feel like detainee works better because this seems like a noun, right? Taylor, thanks for following us. All right, only 2 squares left. This puzzle was a trip. Honestly, very hard in some places and very wacky in other places. White rindy cheese. Yeah, the real Cade and Carly and Sally say brie. That's got to be right. And one more. Let go of legally crossing first Sherlock error. Okay, we know what this is. Sally says BBC lol. Yeah, it's got to be seed is to let go of legally crossing BBC. And Jay says brie is a name for cheese. Yeah, brie is a type of cheese with a white rind and a creamy center. And Lucinda's giving me the cheese emojis. All right, should I put this in? Tess giving me the drum roll. Do we get the confetti or do we have an error somewhere in the grid? While I have you all hostage, please consider following us. We do this every single day. And if you follow us, it's great for us to keep the show going. But it's also good for you because it'll remind you of our next stream. Yeah, Type R Chris followed us. Thank you. And Julie sent a gift. And Carly followed us. I love it. Mimi and Marnie. You guys are making me smile. Thank you. All right, let's put this C in and see what happens. Nice. Yes. Confetti, much deserved. Jay followed us. Wow, that was a bizarre theme, I gotta say. Froggy Day, dribbling, gribbage, ribbons, scribble, gribbian. All right, I am gonna be making frog sounds for the rest of the day. This was a blast. Thank you all so much for joining us. Gotten a lot of followers. Oh, it's warming my heart. Fiona says thanks, Jack. Larry says thanks, Jack. Thank you guys. I had the best time today. I always solve crosswords alone, and solving with others is so much more fun. Please join us again tomorrow. We'll be back with a new puzzle, hopefully the same good company. And in the meantime, tomorrow at noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific. In the meantime, check out Arkadium.com for great puzzles like this one, lots of other crosswords, and tons of other games as well. You will not be bored at Arkadium.com. See you all soon. Today was fun. Bye, everybody.